Chris Haghirian with the Middle of the Map Fest. I'm one of the co-founders of Inc.'s Middle of the Map Fest, and we're turning 6 years old this year, celebrating 6 years of the music festival, 5 years of the forum, and right here we're in the Alamo Draft House, the 4th year of the film festival. Any ambient noise you hear is film people. I'm happy to be talking to you Learn today, and excited at the opportunity to work with you guys in the future. And we actually pursued this a little bit last year to have the forum become part of college credit, and we were lucky to have KU Regent Center as a sponsor, and we were working towards that. So this sounds like it's an awesome opportunity for us. A little bit about Middle of the Map. We started, my partner and I, Nathan Roosh, have traveled to South by Southwest back in 2010, and we both came home, and he hit me up and he said, what do you think about throwing a music festival? And here we are 6 years later. And after that, we launched the forum the following year, which we've described as our love letter to Kansas City, where we like to show off all the cool things that happen in Kansas City that you might not know about. The fact that there's a neurologist at Children's Mercy not far from here that Time magazine called one of the top 10 neurologists in the world, and he's doing unbelievable genetic research with children to prevent things like autism, to possibly prevent things like autism. And at the same time, to do fun things, like let's bring in Rob Riggle to let him talk about his unbelievable project, Big Slick, the poker tournament that he's created, which is every year on, well, almost every year on Father's Day weekend here in Kansas City, bringing in all the celebrities. So we've had everyone from huge doctors to fun comedians, and kind of like Fred Armisen tonight. In the past, and we're going to get closer probably back to this, is we've had forums inviting different city diplomats to come in and talk about their work in the city. Mayor Sly has come in for 3 years. Mayor Joe Reardon of KCK has come in as well. But it's been a really great outpouring. We bring in the people, the torchbearers, the tastemakers that push Kansas City forward. You know, as we're standing here in front of Light Rail, John Stevens, who was the interim director of Visit Kansas City, he was the interim director for the Kansas City K Chamber of Commerce, who helped make all this development happen that we're standing in. He's been a huge fan of ours and helped us get to where we are today as well. So many good things, and there's so much more potential for it to reach. And our biggest concern is reaching the people who don't know about us. And you know, we're great at reaching the active people, the people like you guys doing this project at Learn, and the people like our staff and our volunteers who want to push Kansas City. And there's so much room here for letting more people know about it, and then learning. So many different ways to learn from it. With the forum, you know, the idea is to let people come and hang out and learn what's happening in their city, learn how to grow their city, and again, to show off what's happening in the city. Because there's so many cool things that happen in the city that we have no idea. You can learn about local advertising agencies that do all the music videos for Neil Young. Things as simple as that. And again, back to the neurologist story, was one of the best things we ever uncovered. That story was, we'd studied him and learned all about him, but the one thing we didn't know about him was he was Irish. And every story he told involved Guinness. And he broke down neurology using Guinness and getting drunk. Because we were a group of people, that's what we do, that's a community, we hang out in bars. And it's a younger community, and he related it to us to try and teach us about his job and his life and the work he does here in Kansas City at Children's Mercy. And again, I guess that goes back to it, Rob Riggle, that all goes back to Children's Mercy as well with this Big Slick event. But we're really excited. Thank you for Learn, for reaching out to us. And you can hit me up. My name's Chris Haghirian. I'm on Facebook at /ConcertChris. My email's in Inc. magazine every week. I have a radio show every Tuesday on the Bridge, 6 o'clock. Yep, thank you for the opportunity.